Guys, today I'm going to tell you one of the greatest baseball stories you've never heard, and it's all about how Mark McGwire became Mark McGwire. The freshman year of college, I'm playing baseball at the University of Washington, and our team is struggling a little bit, and our head coach decides to pull us all together for a meeting and tell us a couple baseball stories to kind of lighten the mood. And this is our head coach, Lindsey Meggs, and he was a lot of things. He was blunt, he was aggressive, he was loud, he demanded a lot of his players, but one thing he was not was a liar. Now, coach starts telling us about how back in the 80s, he's coaching baseball up in Alaska. For those of you that don't know, there's a college summer ball league up in Alaska based around Anchorage, where some of the best college baseball players go up there and play summer baseball. Now, the way our coach described it was during batting practice, right before a game one day, he was out there talking to the first baseman for the other team. He alleges that he distracted the first baseman so much that the first baseman ended up taking a line drive off the side of the head. Now, with the first baseman down and out with a concussion, they looked somewhere else for a first baseman for the night, and luckily, they had a kid named Mark McGwire who went to the University of Southern California, was a pitcher and a first baseman. Now, the way the story goes is that Mark McGwire goes out there and hits 2 home runs in his first night playing first base for the team. And don't forget that this story happened all the way back in 1982, and not only that, but it was told to me over 10 years ago during my freshman year of college. So I can't say that every single one of these details is perfectly sound. What I can say is that summer, Mark McGwire went from a pitcher/hitter to one of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball. Now, there's a lot of allegations surrounding Mark McGwire about his involvement in the steroid era back in the late 90s and early 2000s. But one thing I can say is that he was one of the most incredible and influential power hitters in the history of baseball. And whether you like it or not, he hit 70 home runs in a Major League Baseball season. Maybe, just maybe, if my coach wasn't talking shit to the other first baseman before the game, Mark McGwire might not have done any of that.